Good morning, students.
Good morning.
Lord's Institute of Management provides you a golden opportunity to attend, ask a question during the session of. I introduce Mr. Asutosh Vaidya. He is the seasoned hospitality professional with 25 years experience. He is 46 years and has bachelor's degree in chemistry and has diploma in management studies from Mumbai University. Mr. Asutosh Vaidya initially assignment uh, into sales was the Kaizen's marketing bits and Jaya Bharat automobiles as sales executives. He then moved to hotel industries and his first assignment was with Kohinoor Intercontinentals as a deputy manager sales, and he moved to Hotel Sun and Sun and manages sales. Then the Orchid as a senior sales manager. His last assignment was with Pride Group of Hotel as a director of sales. He has played a very important role with Lord's Hotel and Resort in the capacity of general manager sales pan India. Today webinar is essentials hotel sales strategies to increase occupancy and revenue. So, sir, Mr. Asutosh, you can proceed now.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks for the description of mine. It was great. A nice description given by Mr. Chaudhary to you guys. So now you guys, we will be going through the topic of essential hotel strategies to increase occupancies. Now let's you asking questions afterwards or in the session. We'll keep this session interactive, which will be a live session, and everybody will enjoy. So as me. Now, what do you understand by strategies? Let me ask you guys. If this is a topic, anybody can answer anything. What is the meaning of strategy?
Strategy is
Good
basically
morning, sir.
1 minute, one by one. Let's talk one by one.
good morning, sir. I'm Devang Patel. Basically, sir,
Yes.
strategy is considered to be a plan that is implemented to reach a particular goal that is beneficial for your company or beneficial for your organization.
Great, great. Anybody else? Yes.
Student, ask a question. Anybody else?
Anybody else? Devang Patel has given a good answer. Anybody else would like to add to him answer? Okay. Now let me get back into this things that
Strategy
yeah.
is a plan.
Yeah,
Hello.
correct. Exactly right. So yes, we both have given a good answers. It's in short nothing, but it's a plan which should have a deadline. So now getting into this essential hotel strategies to increase occupancies and revenue. Now what happens as a general manager of sales for the 31 operational hotels of Lords, if you see there are 31 hotels. Now each and hotel on an average has a rooms of around 50 to 60 rooms per hotel. So now if I have to increase the occupancy and the revenues, what I have to do as a general manager sales? Now first, as a general manager sales and marketing for Pan India Lords, I will always think to increase the occupancies by increasing the or creating the awareness in the market. Now what are the markets? One is Mumbai, major, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Calcutta, all those big markets where the name should increase. Now how I should increase the name or create awareness of Lords hotels into these markets? So now what I will do, I will build up a sales team in each and every market. For example, Mumbai, if I take 5 people in sales in this in the occupancy levels or in the levels of assistant sales managers or a sales manager or a senior executive or a sales executive, now taking them is my first strategy to build a sales team for pan India locations. Now by taking them into the organization, is to cover the areas. Now, what are the areas in Mumbai? Just like Bandra Kurla complex, which is huge potential, has a huge potential of multinational companies. Just like Gurgaon in Delhi, which has all lot of multinational companies which are untapped, untouched, and those companies have huge potential in terms of room nights, increasing the occupancies. For if you take an example, a company like PepsiCo in Gurgaon, they had done last year around 1 lakh room nights for pan India, only pan India. Globally, to chhod do. This is only for the pan India, which I am talking, and there are a lot of chains which are associated with them. So my important thing, first strategy will be developing a good and fantastic sales team in all those areas where we can get business from. So building up a team, like in Mumbai, I will do a geographical analysis of Mumbai. I will be handling all those, I will be having all those 5 people distributed in different areas so that those people can go meet those clientele, convert those clienteles into business. Now, those clienteles might be corporates, might be a small SME, might be an associations, might be a travel trade companies. So once you sign the contract with them for an year or 6 months, the business will start coming up on a regular basis to my company and the occupancies will start increasing. Mumbai is a huge potential market to pan India. All the Indians, all the India, wherever you have hotel, Mumbai has business for that hotel. If you consider Andheri East, I don't know, nobody can cover Andheri East area if they spend their life in that area. With every day there's a new company coming up, there are new towers coming up, and you cannot cover those companies. So we need to tap Mumbai completely to develop. Similar way, Kolkata, which is the upcoming market. We have Delhi, which is huge potential. We have Chennai, we have Bangalore. Bangalore is IT firms, which has big Wipros, Infosys, and all those things which are there. So we need to have a strong team in those areas who can start developing business from those areas for each and every hotel. Now, what happens in this process? A salesperson goes, develops a relation in a company or a travel company, negotiates the rate with those companies, with the travel companies, signs the contracts, and that contract is valid for 1 year. So that whenever there is a requirement of accommodation or a conference or a residential conference, the rates are already been freezed. The company just has to send an email to the particular person who is the relationship manager of that company. He will send an email directly to the reservations, or the company can send a directly email to the reservations where the reservations will do the reservation for the company and send the confirmation because the rates are fed in the system and confirm. So this is my first strategy, is to develop and build a strong team across pan India who can start developing business for pan India basis. Now, any question on this strategy?
Very good morning, sir. This is Akshay.
Yeah, Akshay, tell me.
As per you told us. So, sir, how can you convey the client to deal with your company, like our company?
Okay,
And
fantastic.
on which time you cover the market, like Andheri or might be Bangalore or might be Madras?
Okay. So now, Akshay, first question you answer is how to convey the message to the client. Okay. So now you're from Mumbai?
No, basically, sir, I'm Surat itself.
Surat. Okay. So I'll give an example of Mumbai. So Sun Pharma is a big clientele in Mumbai, which is into pharma company. So now in that Sun Pharma, there is one procurement head called Mr. Murtuza, whom you need to fix an appointment by sending email or calling up. It's important to fix an appointment. If you walk in, he will not meet you. So once you fix an appointment, the salesperson goes there, meets him, understands, very important, please listen to it, understanding the requirement of a client. Now, if Lord's Hotels have 31 operational hotels in pan India, like Surat, Ankleshwar, Dahej, Shirdi, a lot of hotels there are, Dahej, Gandhidham, Amritsar. Just 1 minute, 1 minute, just 1 minute. Sorry. So, first thing is understanding the client's requirement. Now, if you have 31 hotels, you need to ask open-ended and close-ended questions to the client to seek the information and start writing on your writing pads or notes. Make a note out of it so that you exactly know Sun Pharma has FIT movements or your traveling movements to which cities. Suppose he has Surat, he has Ankleshwar, but he doesn't have business to Dahej. So you need to chalk it out. So you need to get complete information, extract the complete information from a client so that you know where exactly the requirement is. Also, you can also ask him question about the tentative rates, wish rate, which we call in our language. What is his wish rate? So that we can meet up in a certain point, we can confirm the deal with that client. And once that deal is closed, you can come back to office, make a rate contract, send it to him. So he signs it and you sign it. So that is a mutual agreement between you and the client. And once that agreement is signed, yeah, Akshay, tell me.
Okay, absolutely fine, sir.
Okay, what was your next question?
So my next question was that at which time, like, do you have a certain plan that on a particular area you have to cover within a particular time? Like, is there any strategy that on this month you have to visit the Mumbai, in this month you have to visit the Surat or maybe Ankleshwar or Dahej,
Yes.
or depend up to
Okay.
the customer
Akshay,
call?
Mr. Akshay, what happens as a
Hello.
salesperson or a general manager? Yeah, as a general manager sales, I will develop Mumbai team where I'll put 5 people. I will develop Delhi team where I'll put 6 people. I will develop Ahmedabad team where I'll put 5 to 6 people. So each person of Mumbai or each person of Delhi or each person of Ahmedabad should make a call plan on every Saturday for next week what they are going to do or which clients he is going to focus on. And he has to fix those appointments by sending emails so that you have confirmed appointments and you can spend some good amount of time with the client, understanding the company, understanding the client needs. So again, coming back to your question.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
You understood or still?
Yes, absolutely, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So should I go ahead with the next strategy?
Please, sir, please.
Okay. So now after doing the area, my next target will be getting deep into these companies. Now today's world is a social media world, online world. A lot of companies now are getting into the RFPs, like giant companies. Now, can anybody tell if anybody has gone through the RFP? What is RFP? Any knowledge about it, RFP?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Premchand?
proposal, sir.
Exactly right. You have properly pointed out a request for proposal. Okay. So now there are big giants who are opting for this RFP process. RFP process is nothing. It's just like a bidding. Now I need to find out those companies who are doing this. Now, why does the company get into this RFP process? Now, giant companies like Infosys, Ericsson, Samsung, Nokia, Vedanta, whatever you feel, those big PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Siemens, BASF, Now, these are the big giant companies, and a lot of companies like Bank of America and all those companies don't have time or don't have persons or don't want to appoint any person to look or get into the nitty-gritties of bookings, because these people have day in day out traveling happening. They don't want to get into this nitty-gritties. So what they do, they get into this RFP process. They send an RFP on a platform called Lanyon. Now, Lanyon is the platform where we need to register, the hotel has to register, and where they get the online RFP of that company. Now, that RFP has a lot of questions where a unit needs to answer. It's an objective question. For example, if the door of the hotel opens from inside or it opens outside, if the door has a keyhole or no, if the door has a safety chain or no, how many safety exit does the hotel has, how many lifts the hotel has. So these are the questions, and n number of questions are there which the hotel has to answer. And at the end of that RFP, there are the rates which has to be filled. Now those rates are seasonal rates from, and okay. Now this multi-giants company work on a calendar basis from January to December. So in India, we work on financial year basis from April to March. So what happens, those companies give three rate tiers from Jan to March, which is a seasonal for us. So where we can quote a higher rate. From April to September, we can quote a slightly lower rate because it's a valley period, a low period. And from October to December, we can again quote on a higher rate, and we can load those rates and send it to them on the Lanyon. Now, Lanyon is a platform where a lot of global RFP comes. There are two types of RFPs. One is a global RFP where global presence of hotels maximum get a chance to bid in it. And there is a second RFP which is a local RFP where your local chain of hotels can get into. So once your RFP has been filled and sent it to the company studies the complete RFP, what is required, what is there, what is not, and then they go on to the rate. If the rates are okayed, they send a letter to the company or to the hotel company that rates are accepted, and you can load the rates on the GDS. Now, has anybody studied the GDS? People know GDS? What is GDS?
It's a global distribution system.
Exactly correct, Swati. Now, how many types of global distribution systems are there?
सर इसके बारे में तो आइडिया नहीं है मुझे.
Okay, so now in Mumbai or India, there is Sabre which is happening. There is WorldSpan, there is Galileo. So these are the different types of GDS systems which have been used by the hotels. Maximum happens with the Sabre. Now the GDS was earlier started by the air ticketing agents, which was effectively used by the air ticketing agents. But now it has come to the hotel industry. So now the Sabre is the, earlier it was Synexis, now it has become Sabre, which has been used by the hotel industry. So now once the rates are accepted, they will send you the PCC codes. Now the PCC codes are the pseudo city codes. So every city will have a different city codes. Now our person, revenue manager, or the whatever you call him in the hotel, specifically the revenue manager is involved into this. He matches those city pseudo codes with our hotel codes and loads that on the GDS system. Similar way, the company also sends us the rate mapping code so that we can map those rate with those codes on the with the company's city pseudo codes, and the rates start reflecting on the GDS. The company's work is over. The rates are loaded on the system. Now they appoint a TMC. Can anybody tell what is a TMC full form?
सर फिर से बोलेंगे.
TMC, T for Thane, M for municipal, C for corporation. So what is TMC? Okay, I will get into it. The TMC is the travel management consultant. Now, why the company has to get a travel management consultant? Because the giant companies like PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Siemens, Ericsson, they don't have time to get involved into day-to-day bookings. So they will appoint a person. Now, big TMCs are Amex, American Express, Danata, which is now Thomas Cook, FCM Travels, BCD Travels, Carlson Wagonly. So these are the big travel companies in the market who act as a TMC for these companies. Now that those people will be given some management fees and they will be doing the day-to-day bookings. Now suppose an engineer from Samsung wants to go to Delhi. He will send an email request to the TMC that I want to go and stay in Aerocity. Please find a suitable hotel for me. The TMC goes on the GDS platform, sees there are 3 hotels like JW Marriott, Pullman, Novotel. These are the 3 hotels which he is reflecting. He will see the engineer's budget, what it is, and he will book as per the engineer budget. So engineer budget is 4,500. He will book a Novotel. If a general manager travels, his budget is 6,000. He will book a Pullman. If a MD of a company is traveling, his budget, he doesn't have budget. It's on the actual. So he will book the JW Marriott for him. So this is how the RFP works. Of course, this is a huge topic. There's a lot of investigation happening on those and the GDS, but right now we are focusing on strategies. That's a different topic altogether. So my second strategy is to find out those RFP companies, because once the RFP is done, there's a huge potential for all the hotels. The important thing is to get into the RFPs. Okay, any question on this second strategy?
No, sir.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay. So third strategy, now I will go into the OTAs. I'll get into the OTAs. Anybody knows what is the OTA full form?
Yes, sir.
Online travels agency, sir.
Yeah, so exactly right. Online travel agencies. So what are the online travel agencies?
Basically, online travel agency.
Trivago.com, sir.
Go
Okay.
IP, Go Trivago,
Make my trip,
Agoda.
Expedia.
Correct. So now what happens, Ki, those are the companies who have been offering a lot of bookings to the hotels. So my first thing is to get into our own hotels, the front office manager, get those people visiting cards. Once you get that visiting cards of those people from the reg card, you can contact those persons and can do a pan-India contracting, so that it's the easiest way. That person has already stayed in that hotel, he knows the standard of the hotels. It's an easy way to do the contracting with those people, and an instant and immediate way. So that will be my third strategy. Now, why does a person travel book through the OTAs? Any questions? Any answers on that? Come on, guys. Why a person? Today's world is a tech-savvy world. Why does a person book OTA from the OTA like Booking.com, Agoda?
Sir,
So to get the best deal.
Okay, even hotel can give the best deal.
To get the
But,
more discount from the website.
Website is a different story. That is a hotel brand website. This is the OTA.
OTA agency from the
Sir, it is actually easy and fast process to book on OTAs, and they provide a great discount also and a great deal also.
Excellent. Perfectly right. So you pin the point.
If you want to plan your journey, or you want to plan your travel, you should book a hotel from the OTA app, because of it shows the best deals, and then you can plan your journey as well as.
Sir, it gives the multiple option to choose the hotel.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, correct.
Plus, you can compare the rates from different OTA websites also.
Brilliant, brilliant. So you all know the answers, huh? Perfect, fantastic. Now, why does the OTA get the best rate than the hotel website? Can anybody answer it? And how it happens?
Sir, what?
Because
Sir,
they
can you just
take a
repeat the
part
question?
of hotel rooms, like they book in a.
No, I can't hear. I can't hear. The voice is.
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Okay, my question is simple. I am asking, why does the OTA, if you go on OTA rates are very lower if you compare than the hotel website? How is it possible?
Because
Because
on
they
OTA,
the
book
OTA
a lot
gives
of
like
hotel
a
in
kind
bulk,
of
so they get
works in a
all
contract only.
discount from the hotel.
He gives hotel that we will give you some number of customers, so you have to give me these rates, and then OTA gives us a discounted rate, and it helps to discount customers too, and also profits itself too.
Yeah, to a certain extent, Sachin, you're right. But then why does the hotel does the same thing? Because the hotel
uh,
cannot do same thing, no? The hotel
so
has their own
basically
website
it
itself.
has
One
when the
minute, one
hotel
minute.
is getting
So OTA gives a number of customers, na.
Now,
That's why
one, if you do, if
a
you,
hotel can
uh,
down the rates of for them.
see, there's two disadvantages. If you do a direct contract with a company in terms of RFE, they give you a better picture of the room nights numbers. Plus, if you do a contract with an OTA, you have to pay 15% commission, 20% commission, which is very high, which will be loss for your company. So basically, if you see the OTAs now, suppose my Ankleshwar gives a rate of 4,000 rupees to Booking.com, but Booking.com reflects a rate of 3,000 rupees, 3,200 rupees. How is it possible? So I'll tell you the logic behind it. There are a lot of multinational banks who have been funding to these OTAs to market the product. Now these OTAs are very clever. They don't do any marketing. Instead of giving the marketing, investing money in the marketing, that money has been invested in terms of discount, offering discount to the client. So when you see the rates of those OTAs, you find a lot of OTAs giving lower rate than the hotel rate, which is actual.
So I have a question.
Yeah, Swapnisha?
So yes, like you said, a hotel gives a room at 4,000 rupees to the OTAs.
Hmm.
Okay, and he shows us a rate of 3,000 rupees. So where is their profit in this? If they are not investing any money or not doing any marketing or anything, so how are they getting profit?
Why?
By
You tell me. Suppose, Swapneshwar, you start an OTA channel, Swapneshwar OTA channel.
yes, sir. Okay.
You are dealing with Ankleshwar Hotel. Ankleshwar Hotel has given you 4,000 rupees rate.
Okay.
I am a bank, Abu Dhabi Bank. I am telling you that Swapneshwar, I am giving you 1 CR per year, 1 crore rupees for marketing. You don't invest that in marketing, but you start giving 800 rupees, taking that money out and giving 800 rupees investment or a discount in that rate. Plus, you get commission of 15-20% in that. So you start earning money on the terms of some other bank.
So, but our hotel is facing loss, right? Or we are
Hotel is
gonna
facing
get
loss. That's how the hotel associates are now getting together to stop this process. It will take some time. So now the strategies of the hotels are to promote your own website, which has very low cost of transaction. So now if you see, a lot of hotels have started promoting their own website. This is also one of the strategy. Promote your own brand website rather than promoting the OTAs. That's how.
Thank you, sir. I got. I got my answer. Thank you.
That's how now the cards have been passed to the salesperson of the OTAs, so that you do a corporate tie-up with the company of these OTAs which have been traveling. Any question to be asked more, or should I get into the other strategy?
So no questions, sir.
Okay, great. So now next strategy which I want to get into is into wedding planners. Yes, I know now for next 1-2 months this is a very difficult strategy, but yes, in future there will be a lot of weddings coming up, because once the market opens, there will be almost every day there will be wedding in each and every hotel. So now in this case, I will be tapping the wedding planners right now, offering them their rate now for the November, December, January, February, so that they can pre-book the venue and offer us advance payment to the hotel, so that in this COVID situation where there is a shortage of funds, the hotel can get money for the future bookings. So they can bring in 200 people or 300 people also. Still people are doing wedding in this COVID period of 25 people and 30 people. So in that period also we have thought out of the box, and the hotel has started earning money. So what happens if we arrange a ceremony of 25-30 people? You can always tell the bride and the groom that we can provide a Zoom session of live ceremony to your people and the family members who can see live ceremony by sitting at home, and the hotel will charge per connection 300 rupees or 400 rupees. So it's a win-win situation. Instead of a client calling more people and spending per person per plate 800 to 1000 rupees, he can at least save that money, and the person also can see the live wedding which is happening in the banquet hall. Any questions?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Tell me.
What is the role of cross-promotional sales strategy in the revenue management?
I can't hear you, Premchand. Your voice is cracking.
What is the role of cross-promotional sales strategy in revenue management?
Of course, it plays a very, very vital role of cross promotions. Okay, now, what do you understand by cross promotions? Yeah, Premchand. No, you have asked question, no? So you must be having some thought process behind that question, correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So what you understood by cross promotion?
Sir, I don't know anything, sir.
Okay, so your question was, what is the importance of cross promotions in the revenue development, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now taking an example of my hotels, where we have 31 hotels pan India. If a salesperson who had joined as a sales manager in Ankleshwar, he will be promoting more his own hotel rather than promoting the other hotels. So what my role is that I have to impose him that some strategy that you have to sell other hotels also. A corporate doesn't travel only to Ankleshwar, but he travels to pan India. So I have to motivate, and I have to tell him that he has to sell Amritsar also, he has to sell Jammu also, he has to sell Nepal also. So he has to start doing a cross promotion activity for other hotels also. Now to motivate him, we can design a sales incentive program which will motivate him to drive and sell other hotels rather than only selling his own hotel, which will beneficial for the company in terms of revenue growth if he starts selling other hotels also. Yes, targets have been given to those salesperson as per the hotel wise.
Sir, excuse me, I did not get it. Can you repeat it?
Okay. Now what happens? There are two ways to look into it. Suppose Devang joins Amritsar Hotel. Chalo forget. Devang joins a hotel which is in Surat, which is a 140 room big hotel. He is motivated to sell the Surat hotel because he is working for Surat Hotel. But from Surat, there is also movement to Amritsar, there is a movement to Dahej, there is a movement to Ankleshwar, there is a movement to Vadodara, there is a movement to Rajkot. But Devang is not promoting those hotels. So as a general manager sales, I have to see that Devang also promotes the other hotel, or you can say cross-sell the other hotels from your area, so that there is a revenue development for the company.
Yes.
So what happens? I will be offering the budgets to them, Devang, in same terms. Suppose I'll give 100 nights for Devang to the hotel which he is selling per month, and for Amritsar I'll give 15 room nights, for 50 room nights for Vadodara. So that separate budgets have been given to other hotels. Now, to motivate him, I will also draw an incentive scheme. Suppose he sells so much amount of room nights, he gets so much amount of incentive or money which is joined to that, so that he knows that there is a motivation towards it, and he starts selling or cross-selling the other hotels also. Am I clear, or are there any still doubts pending?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I have second question, sir.
Yes, please.
What is the occupancy rate and how to increase your hotel's occupancy rate, sir?
So that's what we are going next, state by state strategies. So if you are to increase your occupancy rates, you have to follow the strategies, a plan. That's what we are going through today now. Okay, so any question in the wedding planners?
No.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, there is a golden rule in the hotel industry that if you want to do good, you have to plan properly for coming months. So what happens now, sitting over here, I don't know what's happening in the other parts of India. Of course, I can Google it out and I can find out. So in future, there are a lot of events, medical, pharma events, a lot of events are happening in cities in future, and those events are being done by the associations, and those associations plan a year back, 6 months back. They book a ground or they book a big hotel where there's a huge banquet space, and they start calling their participants or the exhibitors, and there are a lot of visitors also. And what happens, that city gets sold out on that period. So my strategy is to get the information from that specific city, so that we can pre-plan and we can offer the rates, and we can do the advance booking. What happens if you do the advance booking? Now suppose if I get a 200 room nights advance booking in the month of November, so I have a confirmed BOB for the month of November. So can anybody explain what is the BOB? Yeah, why there is silence? Anybody? Yes or no?
So can you repeat the question?
Okay, anybody knows what is BOB?
BOB.
शायद सर बिजनेस ऑफ
हाँ?
बुक शायद बिजनेस ऑफ बुक ऐसा कुछ है.
Correct, Swati. ऐसा कुछ नहीं, ऐसा ही है. So that is business on books. So there is a rule that if you start your next month with 30% occupancy or 30% business on books, you are tend to reach near your targets or near your budgets. But if you don't have a confirmed business on books, then you are getting into a problem. and there will be a lot of pressure which will start building on the salesperson. So yeah, this thing keep in mind. If you want to become a successful person, you have to think for the month and for the next month. So till 15th, you have to complete your at least 80% of target for the month, and from 16th onwards of the month, you should start building business for the next month. This should be your ideal strategy, so that you are always successful in your future endeavor. So if I get every month such business, which is a business on books, I'll be more than happy, so that my month starts with at least 10 lakhs, 20 lakh rupees for that hotel, so that I can build that 10, 20 lakhs into 50 lakhs, because I know I have other business on daily basis which will be coming up. So it's very vital, important strategy to build your BOB, confirm BOB for coming months. Otherwise, you are gone for toss. And then people talk about, a lot of pressure is there, I can't work, there is a lot of pressure. There is no pressure. You fail to strategize. If you don't strategize and don't plan in advance, the pressure is going to build up. So this should be your vital strategy, essential strategy. Yes, any question on it?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, Devan. Yeah, Dhruv. Who is going to ask?
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yeah, Dhruv.
So, I have to just wanna know that no, we have to make strategy like you also make. Sorry, sir.
Your voice is cracking, Dhruv. I can't hear you properly. Yeah, tell me.
Now is audible.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I just want to know, sir, what are the percentage that are divided? Like front office gives 6% or F&B 40%. Other. So what are the percentages that are who?
I still can't answer you. I mean, I can't hear your voice. I would love to answer your question, but I still can't hear your voice. Can you put in the chat box?
Yes, sir.
So till then, can I ask question?
Yeah, please, Swapneshwar.
So yeah, actually I have a question regarding like looking at the current situation, how can we maximize the profit of our hotel? Like keeping in mind that occupancy rate is 40% right now.
Swapneshwar, in this COVID period, you need to be very intelligent. You need to understand there are a lot of things which I'll tell you. And I'm not just motivating or boosting myself, but what I have done practically, which was not done last year, which we are doing it this year in Lords, and we are successful in doing that. You need to analyze the market trends in this COVID period when everything is closed. What segments are moving in? कौन से segments का business move हो रहा है? You need to tap those segments. First is your shipping. Shipping is happening day in, day out. And Lords have a lot of port hotels. So we need to do a tie-up with shipping companies, which we are doing it and which we are doing and which we have got fruits out of it. Second important, there is a quarantine business which is happening with COVID positive and COVID negative guests. So you need to deal with those. Now, a lot of companies like Accenture, Philips, they want their people to get quarantined. There are a lot of people who are suffering from COVID. So and the hospitals are sold out. So we are offering our hotel to them a separate, following the SOP, following the government-led SOP to them. Nobody visits their room. The food is given into pre-plated veg food. Nobody enters the room. The food is given into their room. All those SOPs have been followed, and we are getting that business. So these are the two important businesses which are happening now, and people are capitalizing on it. Third thing, now in Maharashtra, due to the lockdown, a lot of shootings have moved out to Gujarat. So now what happens in the hotel like Chotila? We have successfully got the business of shooting, and my complete hotel is sold out for 1 month. There is a Marathi film shoot happening in Rajkot. So Rajkot also hotel also we have got that shooting business, and we have capitalized that. And we have got good amount of money. The hotel has got good amount of money. Third thing, there are a lot of oil and rig companies movement are still going on. That's not stopped. So we have got a public sector company which has completely booked Rajula Hotel for last 2 months. Now, once the 5G project, which is starting from next month, we need to capitalize those 5G companies which are being associated with those 5G spectrum. Jio, Samsung, Nokia, Ericsson are those companies. So you need to read the newspaper on a daily basis like Economic Times, Times of India, and extract information, what is happening, what segments are moving in, so that you can tap those segments. Any question again, Swapneshwar?
No, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Dhruv, I can get your question. What are the percentages as per the department contribution in the hotel? Okay. Now, department-wise, if you see, it all depends on the what kind of hotel you have. If you have a banquet sources hotel, like in my previous organization, I had a huge banqueting facility in Indore, but the rooms were only 75. So the revenue getter was the banquets. So the percentage of banquet was 60% revenue, 30% of the room revenue, and 10% of the accessories, ancillary products. Similar way, if you compare my hotel in Surat, which has 140 rooms and equivalent banquets, you can do 60% of rooms and 40% of revenue contribution from the banqueting. F&B, in fact, I can call F&B. Yeah, Dhruv, any?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Okay, Shine Alex.
No, sir.
Okay, Shine Alex is writing, I am pursuing BSc Hospitality Management. My questions are, how important F&B is F&B to your group sales strategy? What are your thoughts on ecotourism and its possible effect on the future hotel industry? Good, yeah, excellent question. Now, let me ask, understand and tell you, Shine, F&B plays a vital role on the hotel industry. There are a lot of promotions or a lot of selling you can do. In fact, now hotels are doing separate sales teams. One sales team will sell only rooms and one will be only selling food and beverage and the banqueting facilities to the corporates. Because F&B revenue is a fantastic revenue. The operational cost of a food is 27%. So the profit margins are huge on food. So the hotels' strategies are now changed. Their mindsets have changed. So it's important to promote your F&B. Now, if you see a Punjabi marriage or a lot of marriages, there is a lot of liquor consumption happen. And there is a huge margin on liquors also. There are a lot of food margins. The amount of marriages, functions, food is being served. It's huge amount of profits on marriages, engagement, social functions. The hotel earns a lot of money in those functions than on the rooms. Because room, if you see, your AC cost, your toiletries, turnaround services, televisions, electricity, the cost is around, if you sell a hotel room at 3,000 rupees, the daily cost is around 1,250 rupees on an average. So the room selling is good, but the F&B selling gives you vital profits. So it's very important to sell your F&B. Very important. And it's a good question. Okay, what are your thoughts on the ecotourism and its possible effect on the future hotel industry. Okay, now ecotourism is a new subject. No, of course, it has been discussing for last 6 months. A lot of hoteliers are getting into it. So we are also getting into this ecotourism. But to get into details, yes, we are working on the strategies for that. It will take some time, but that's going to be a future. Believe me, it's a good strategy which you can develop on ecotourism. Like medical tourism, a lot of why do a lot of Americans or Nigerian people come to India to visit our hospitals? Because the hospital cost is very low as compared to America and UK. So what happens? They come with their friends, relatives, family members. So if they have to get admitted for 15 days or 1 month in the hospital, the relatives always stays in the hotel nearby the hospital. So that's also a good medical tourism business which is developed. Okay, Amos Kamit, what is the basic thing generated into? Now, what are basic thing generated into hotel industry? What are basics? Basic things. I don't get this question. What are the basic? 1 minute. Yeah, Amos, can you just explain what do you understand basic things generated into hotel industry?
सर होटल इंडस्ट्री के बारे में पूछ रहा हूँ सर मैं.
हाँ जी, बोलिए ना, उसमें आपका क्या चाहिए, आपको क्या बोलते हो आप, क्या बेसिक थिंग जनरेशन, आपके इस पे क्या थॉट प्रोसेस है?
मतलब होटल इंडस्ट्री में आगे बढ़ना तो मतलब कैसे मतलब मैनेज कर सकते हैं?
आपको होटल इंडस्ट्री के डिपार्टमेंट में किस में पैशन है आपको लगता है जिसमें आप अच्छा कर सकते हो? फ्रंट ऑफिस मैनेजर है, फूड एंड बेवरेज है जहाँ पे आप अच्छे शेफ, सेलिब्रिटी शेफ बन सकते हो, फ्रंट ऑफिस है, हाउसकीपिंग है जहाँ पे आप डायरेक्टर हाउसकीपिंग बन सकते हो, फ्रंट ऑफिस है, या आपको अगर सबका नॉलेज है तो आप जनरल मैनेजर बन सकते हो होटल का। आपको अगर पैशन है तो आप सेल्स में आ सकते हो। सेल्स में थोड़ा टफ है जॉब बिकॉज एवरी डे देयर इज अ प्रेशर, बट आपको ग्रोथ भी है वहाँ पे। तो आपको जहाँ पे पैशन है उस सेक्टर में आप जा सकते हो। आपको क्या लगता है, किसमें आपको पैशन लगता है? या मोजान वेटिंग
सर हेलो,
हाँ जी बोलिए ना।
हाँ सर, मैं ऐसा पूछ रहा हूँ जैसे मेरा सब्जेक्ट है फूड एंड बेवरेज का।
तो गो इन फूड एंड बेवरेज।
हाँ, फूड एंड बेवरेज का
start from your basics wherever you want to, in a restaurant, in a banquet, or whatever you are, and then grow up to, or if you want to get into the kitchen. A lot of people have grown into celebrity chefs. They have moved out of the hotel industry. They have started consulting to the hotels. They are coming on the televisions also. So there are a lot of avenues to grow up in the hospitality industries. Passion होना चाहिए, self belief, passion, commitment and motivation. self करके दिखाना है, and then nobody comes in your way.
Yes sir.
Because my passion, I only understand one language, which is revenue. I don't get into what is happening outside and what is happening, and I tell in my each every meeting to all salespeople, I am not interested what is happening with him and out. पैसा कितना लेके आओगे, बिजनेस कितना लेके आओगे, ये बात करो. Simple logic, business to business. Because I love only one word, I speak only one language. What is revenue? What revenues you can develop for the hotel? So my goals are pretty clear. Today I am general manager. Probably after 1.5 years, 2 years, I want to become vice president. Then my next step will be executive director, then the CEO. So that way you have to start thinking if you are to develop your career. Is that okay or done? Okay. Umar Tilly. Good morning, sir. Myself, Umar Tilly. I am pursuing certificate course of food production in principles. My questions are, do a hotel's fixed cost disappear if rooms go vacant? Why? Why or okay, okay, good question. So now, Umar, a hotel inventory is a like a perishable item. If you don't sell that on that day, it's gone. It's a loss. It's a loss to the company. So yes, it's a perishable item, and it's a fixed cost is there behind that. If you don't sell that, the company has a loss to it. What do you think makes the best hotel sales proposal? Now, what's your name? Umar. Umar, can you explain me this question? What do you think makes the best hotel sales proposal? Are you there? So that I can answer you properly. Mr. Omar, are you there? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sachin is
Hello,
Umar.
sir. Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, Umar, just tell me,
Yeah,
what do you understand by
yeah.
what?
How can we collect more and more guests from to our industry, to our hotel? How can we invite them? How can we convince them, like to get our hotel only, to get the
Hmm.
to get the reservation, to get the banquet, to get the wedding, to get any
Okay,
kind of their seminars or their meetings? How can we
correct.
just convince them?
Okay, okay. Now there are a lot of ways where you can convince a client. First important thing is understanding the exact requirement of a client. Is he looking at a city center hotel or an airport hotel? What is his priority? Second thing, uh, is it who is going to travel? Is he a booker or a general manager? What are his likes and dislikes? ये सब लिखना चालू करना पड़ता है आपको. उसके बाद उसको क्या चाहिए? उसको बेड एंड ब्रेकफास्ट चाहिए. He wants bed, breakfast and dinner also. Nowadays, internet in a room is a compulsory. So if he requires internet, it's it high speed internet or a normal internet can be done. आजकल लोग अपने जिम अपने तबीयत पे बहुत फोकस करते हैं, so they require gym or not. So you need to collect all those information and then understand what are their wish rate. उसको क्या rate चाहिए? So if you meet all those requirements as him, you are tend to get 99% close business from that client. Secondly, second important factor is that आपका relation वो client के साथ कैसा है. If you have a good relations with him, if you are developed or if you are able to develop in your 2-3 meetings good relations with him, there are chances that he can give maximum business from his kitty to you because he is the decision maker, the booker. So very important vital thing. और वो आपको कंपनी के बारे में पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन बताए, कौन कहाँ जा रहा है, कौन क्या है. So it's very vital importance to develop the relation with that person. Yes, Umar.
Yeah, yes, I got it. I got it, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, can you please share your wonderful journey over here so can I get a light on my career and some key points to be in the hotel industry?
Okay, I will also share. Don't worry, sir. What is the key performance indicator? KPI. KPI. Okay, Harsh. You tell me what should be the key performance indicator. Now you're in the. As per you, what should be the key performance indicator? Harsh, you are there.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what according to you should be the key performance indicator?
Sorry, sir, I don't understand the question.
आपने क्वेश्चन डाला है ना हर्ष खत्री. What is
हाँ sir.
the key performance indicator? So if you are putting
Yes.
question, there must be some thought behind it, correct? So
Yeah.
if your thought process is clear, I can answer you properly.
So I don't clear. That's why I asked you.
Because key performance indicator, as per me, for a
Yes,
salesperson,
sir.
is this performance. Now, performance is in terms of his business drawing to the company. Now, each salesperson has a targets of given target which he has to fulfill for that month. So his key performance has to complete the targets for that month. Suppose a salesperson has been given a target of 10 lakh rupees. If he completes that targets for that month, he has achieved his key performance indicator and his performance has been done and noticed. So first key performance indicator of the salesperson, he has to complete his target. Yeah, Harsh, any more questions?
Yeah. No, sir. Thank you, sir.
And that comes into action when his increments are on.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Devan?
Sir, basically, I have a question regarding the topic.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Sir, now my voice is coming.
Yeah.
Sir, basically, I'm asking a question regarding the topic that you've already touched. Sir, basically, the advance booking. Let's consider a
Okay.
hotel that is.
I can't hear you again. Advance booking what? You can write that question. I can answer you. Immediately write that.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sir, I'm asking that let's consider a hotel that has everything like rooms. It has also a restaurant. It has also a banquet system. So basically, sir, I have to ask like when people do advance booking, the basic benefit to the hotel is that they have gotten a revenue and they have gotten a particular fixed revenue that they knew that in that particular date you have that fixed revenue, like you are getting X amount of rupees at that time on that day when the marriage or anything, the banquet is booked basically. So does anything hotel does to promote the advance booking?
Hotel will always promote to do the advance booking in these conditions or whenever conditions are that. The reason behind it is the hotel gets advance money into the kitty. They will offer a special rates and tell that look, they will tell the corporate, look, I'm offering you a 20% discount on the special rate if you book now. But if you book a month before the event, which is happening in November or December, or you book 10-15 days before that, you will get the best available rate. And the best available rate will be in the range of 8,000 to 10,000 rupees. So what happens? You have your 30% inventory blocked at 5,000 rupees, which advance money, 100% money you get. And then you can upsell your other rooms as the date comes in, so that the hotel makes a lot of money on that event on that day. Did you understand, Devan? Hello.
Sorry, sir, my network is going bad. I can't hear you properly.
Okay, I'll do one thing. My email ID, I have sent it. You can write your question, not a problem. So I can put an answer, or probably I can share my number. You can call me. I can tell you what happens. Okay. Rinkesh Shah. Rinkesh here currently pursuing certificate course for food production. Working for long hours in our industry. How does an employer do in regards to that employee's mental health? Do we have concerned department for mental health? Oh yeah, we have our training department who always motivates and also offers lectures on this so-called mental health of an employee. It's not the employer of the hotel, but it all depends on the your respective boss, how he manages your team effectively. It all depends on your esteemed boss if he manages you for 8 hours or 9 hours in a shift duty, then it's a perfect boss. He has to manage that. It's not the employer's mistake. The employer has nothing to do with it. The owner has nothing to do with it. The general manager or your extreme boss has to 1 minute. Let me complete. Has
Yeah,
to
sure.
manage people and has to manage your team in an effective manner so that your mental health and your health are in proper things, so that you can work for hours and a longer period in that organization. Yeah, Rinkesh.
Sir, I understood what you are saying, sir, extremely correctly. But if the immediate boss of that employee is not taking any consideration into is not taking consideration of anything of that employee, then how can that employee tackle the problems it
Okay.
problems also,
So
and
what? So what?
whom should will he go to raise his concern?
Yeah, good question. So now, if your immediate boss who is not able to tackle or doesn't want to tackle this thing, you are free to write to the general manager. Okay, this is what, look, sir, this is what I'm happening. I've been working continuously for 12 hours, 16 hours, and it's affecting my health, and that might affect the performance of mine, and that will also affect the hotel performance. The guest might get annoyed.
Yeah, sure, sir. Exactly.
So that the general manager is the right person to take care, because he doesn't want or never will want to guests to be annoyed.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Anything
Good
else?
morning, sir.
No, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, one by one.
Um, Sir, I am Swati Mohan and I am pursuing in certificate course Food Production and F&B Service by Principal Sir and Akshay Dalekar, sir. And my question is, sir, what are the major source of revenue for the hotel?
Okay, good question. But now, Swati, each and every department is a source of revenue to the hotel. Each and every source, each and every department. Your salesperson is responsible to sell each and every sales products in the hotel. He will also sell the gym. He can go outside and sell the gym. He can sell your laundry also. He can sell your swimming pool, making memberships. Not only rooms, but he can also sell the food. Now, I'll give a classic example. Now, when you're in this COVID period, when there's nothing to sell, we had taken this idea of ancillary selling products. Now, what are those ancillary selling products? In this COVID period, when there is everything closed, nothing is moving, there is a food parcels which we have started giving into societies. A lot of people in the society, nearby societies of our hotels, never wanted to go to a standalone restaurant because they don't know who the person is in the kitchen, how safe is the kitchen, and who is going to serve the food. But in the hotel, we are maintaining all the required SOPs, and we are never giving it to the Zomatos. So what we have given, we have our own person who takes the food parcels and delivers into society. For that, what happens? We made a creative and started putting those creatives into the societies so that people know that so hotel is offering the food. We also made a very good discounted rate so that the people started getting attracted. Not only that, but our people who were sitting idle in the engineering department were also asked to visit the societies where there are electric problems so that they can fix those electric problems and can earn some money for the hotel. We have our housekeeping department who are very good in maintaining the hotel decorum, cleanliness of the hotel. So we also have started doing taking the orders from the lot of shops which are open till 11 o'clock, lot of hospital, lot of dispensaries, of sanitizing and making the cleanliness of them. So you can sell each and everything in the hotel. There are a lot of things which we can sell in the hotel. Yeah, Swati, any more questions?
Yes, sir. Sir, second question is how do you calculate hotel occupancy?
Okay. So what? Suppose my 100 rooms hotel is there, and if we are selling 60 rooms for that day, so you have to divide your 60 rooms which are sold divided by 100, which are your inventory available, into 100 into whatever 200. So that gives you 60%. That's how you calculate your occupancy of the hotel. So that is 60%. If you sell 40 rooms of the 100 rooms out of 100 rooms, so you have done 40% occupancy. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Any more questions?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Tell me.
As you already say, now time of social media. So my question is, how to promote your hotel package with effective marketing via social media?
I can't hear you. How to promote your package?
How to promote your hotel package with effective marketing via social media?
Social media. Oh wow, great, fantastic. So you are social media friendly?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the avenues available on social media? One is a Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. What do you call? What are the other things? There are a lot of many social medias which are available now. So what happens ki now the hotel appoints a specific person in a marketing manager who carries out the social media campaign. Now suppose my hotel in Jammu wants to promote their biryani festival. So he has the data of all the people who will be there in the social media, who will be attached to the Lord Jammu Hotel page on the Facebook. There might be 1,000, there might be 5,000 people from Jammu. So what happens is we make a nice creative, a very lucrative and delicious creative associated with the fantastic rate, a special offering rate on that, and we will start posting that. The marketing manager posts it on the Facebook, LinkedIn, and all those social media platforms. So once that get posted on a daily basis, it starts hitting into the minds of a client. There will be a lot of, and there will be a toll-free number as well as the email ID given, so that there will be calls starting coming on those toll-free media to book the table for so and so people, and people will also start getting emails. So nowadays this is the fantastic media to promote your products on social media. Anything else?
No, sir. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, sir.
Great. Okay, 1 minute. There's one question by Sahil Lothani. In Surat McDonald outlet, there was a cockroach in a burger, but McDonald is the brand, so that issue does not affect the McDonald. But sir, if there is a simple restaurant not having any brand name, so sir, then they can make strategy to bring back their hotel reputation. Okay. Now this is a nice tricky question. McDonald's is a brand, but that can also affect the clientele. If the client takes a serious action on the McDonald's, or if you post on the social media that guys, look, there is a cockroach. So there is a cleanliness which has not been a part of McDonald's. Then there will be a serious action taken on the McDonald's, and the cleaning will be a part of it. But what happens if you go to, you must be going to McDonald's on a daily basis or a weekly basis. There's a lot of mess around there. So the cleanliness is the least which they take care of. Yes, if the simple restaurant, if you go, and if there is such thing happens, the simple thing is that the restaurant has to do something by not taking the bill, or not asking the customers to pay the bill, or do something in a good context to the customer so that the customer retains to him. Or probably the restaurant can ask the customer for a free meal for his family to come back and see, so that they come back, have a free meal, and they can see now there are no cockroaches, the cleanliness has been maintained, so that the clientele can put on social media a good comments about the hotel. So the hotel has to play a vital and important role to bring back the client. Yes, Saib, anything else? Anybody else?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, sir. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and classes. We also that's like something right now we close the session because you also very busy your schedules and you spare your times for this. There is something that thank you note on our sides. Thank you, sir. Your words definitely helped us to strengthen our knowledge. Really appreciate the time you're invested. Thank you once again, and we hope that you should again for disturb you again for that some classes.
We can have classes next month also. Not a problem. You can share a lot of knowledge. There is a lot of knowledge.
Thank you coming over here. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for inviting me. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, sir.